Okay, Coach. Well, with the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cincinnati Bengals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Here we go.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. Ajayi first down and more. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. They run again on first down, Chubb. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
They'll try to run with Ajayi. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to third and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now, what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go. 60 or.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Boyle. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script.
He's got a man, complete, past the 20, touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, we got to get the stop here, D.
To throw on 2nd down. Boyle drops it off to Ajayi. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ready? 15, Lonnie. 15 line. That's right, man. Go.
On 3rd down, Boyle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
50 clicks.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They run with Ajayi. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
60 outlaw.
This is Ajayi pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Ready.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
It's 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Back to throw. Boyle forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
On the set. Check, check. Watch what he's doing. Watch what he's doing. Let's set a tone, fellas.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. 2nd and 1. Flush to his right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He sets to fire deep. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The open man is Smith. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Running right, Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. Looking to throw. Boyle looking deep for Julio. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Caught by Jones. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Got it. Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. I don't think you got it now.
Throwing on first down. Boyle. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll look to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. They're going to look to throw. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Cowboys. From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Boyle. Jones has it. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll buy some, and his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Airing it out deep for Smith. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Bengals take over.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes where those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 1st and 10, Boyle complete to Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Here we go, D.
He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And they work this well upfield across the 45. This quarterback now over 300 yards down for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got 1st and 10. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. On the ground, it's Singletary. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line.
1st down, Cowboys.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Demetrius Harris, his 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Hey, they're scared.
They'll start out on the ground with a jive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 1st downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He finds an opening past the 40. And he finds Howard complete. And all the way up to the 45-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Come on, set, 8, read. Number 53, Mike 53. Check tight end. Ready.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. To throw on second down. Boyle looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Back to throw. Boyle. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Watch the run, watch the run.
On fourth down, Boyle. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Looking to throw. Boyle. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Bravo.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got Smith here. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Looking to throw on second down. Boyle. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Point after, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Back to throw. He completes it to Jones. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. Boy, people are really happy about those picks. Any fantasy team that has this defense.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
10 Lobo. Mike. You. Deep grip.
On first down, Boyle looking for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go. Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Bound to lose one. Hey, zoom. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike. Ready.
Throwing on first down. Boyle. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 3. This is caught. Watkins. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Boyle under pressure. Down he goes. sacked at the 10.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. James has got it, complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jesse James, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
That goes for a gain of 31. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Go. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, let's get in them holes. Now.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Charles